Hello, my name is Ethan Mark. Let's talk about Elon Musk for a second because I saw this like a video a couple hours ago talking about Elon Musk makes from the government 8 million a day. How much the senior on social security gets a day, $65, and then let's listen.
Do you know how much money a day Mr. Musk will receive from the federal government for his contracts?
No.
The answer is $8 million a day. Just last year, Elon Musk was promised $3 billion from close to 100 contracts with the federal government. Ms. Royal, do you know how much the average person in this country who survives on Social Security, one of our seniors who's worked their entire life, about how much they have to survive on a day?
I do not.
$65 a day. We're not looking into Elon Musk's $8 million a day. This subcommittee, chaired by Marjorie Taylor Greene and the House Republicans, is looking into your grandmother's $65 a day. Let me be clear. I think we would all support taxpayer savings, look into money we might needlessly send to billionaires and big corporations, find taxpayer savings, and send it back to your hardworking family. But instead, what House Republicans and the Trump-Musk administration want to do is they want to look into your kids' lunch money, your kids' teacher's salary, into your grandparents' Social Security. They want to take that money and give it out in billionaire tax cuts, and they're talking about that in committee tomorrow, in Budget Committee tomorrow. They just released their plan. So let me be clear. When Republicans talk about government efficiency in this Congress, they're not looking into billionaires who don't pay their taxes. They're not looking into billionaires who get rich off of government contracts. They're not looking into Elon Musk firing watchdogs who are supposed to keep him accountable. They're looking at cutting your public schools. They're going straight for your Social Security. They're coming straight for cancer research. They're coming straight for the Department of Education. They're not looking at big tech. They're not looking at big pharma because those people fund their campaigns.
Okay, shout out to Congressman Greg Kazar. Mm, to be honest with you, I never like if you like Elon Musk, it's fine. I don't find it like that's a bad thing to do. You can admire what he has done for the tech industry, but you must remember that man has never do something. I'm gonna like never do something like admirable if I'm being honest. That man has been given opportunity like a silver platter. He born rich. His father is a rich man, and then when he grew up in South Africa, he already rich. And then I think I remember that he had like a company. He working like a developer, which he worked hard as a developer or a programmer. I don't know which one. And then he made that like something. I forgot what tech he was in. Radio or just something. I don't know. I don't remember. And then he bought Tesla. He bought Tesla. He's not the maker of Tesla. He's not uh, the the developer of Tesla, just the maker of Tesla. He was never the god of Tesla, the maker of Tesla, or just he's not none of those. He bought it, and then he made that company into one of the best EV company in the world today, even though the stock plummet in the rest of the world. And then he bought SpaceX. SpaceX is already a company, and then things happen, and then their stock, and then everything like the money, just the business almost uh, closing, and then he bought that SpaceX, and then it became huge success. I don't want to discredit the man. He did it. He had that share of luck and the tenacity and never give up. That's one thing that I admire. But I don't know the business of those tech company, how he did it, how he managed to make from that company them trying to survive, and then he make that company into something bigger. And then he bought PayPal. He bought what is it? X or Twitter. X becomes something like his worst bought purchases, if I'm being honest. And then I'm just going back to why we admire billionaires. I don't know. When Trump became president, or just before he trying to re-elected as his second time as president, or it's just he aligned himself with Elon Musk, or Elon Musk aligned himself with Trump. It just feels weird because I thought the this Trump Trump second one should be like about the people after all the BS with the economy and stuff, and then the COVID, even though the COVID thing was his decision, Trump's decision. That's why there's so many inflation. Why Musk now aligned himself with Trump? Because I think we kind of see it because like Trump is pro billionaires because back in on his first term he kind of cut all the tax from billionaires, which is it's not understandable. It's just pretty suck. When people didn't question it and just do it, especially people on the right, like, do you get any money if Trump cutting those taxes, billionaire taxes, the oligarch taxes? Do you get those money? So, like a couple days ago, this happened with his kid on his shoulder, and then his kid talking about Trump. He's not the president, sitting president, which is funny because I feel like as a outsider, as a foreigner, as a Indonesian, Southeast Asian. So yeah, I think Elon and the billionaires or the robber baron are the new president because they seize all the power because the power in this world is now held by government. Government trying to make amends and trying to make sure that we still stay in the middle between businessmen and then the people. But the president of certain countries should helping the people. But Trump didn't. Trump wants to help the billionaires, cutting the taxes and then putting the billionaires on the government. It's one of the craziest thing ever. This never happened in history, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Probably on the early 1800s in those early America. Yeah, I think yeah, it happens before. It happened before. I'm sorry. So now it's like when things are going okay, trying during Joe Biden, even though Joe Biden isn't the best, but they make things okay for a lot of American. You getting paid after you finish a college, so basically you don't have to pay your just free from that charges from college. What is it? I forgot. What is it called? Free, not free tuition. Just you don't have to pay that thing anymore. And now the government of efficiency trying to cut a lot of things, which help a lot of working class, but people didn't seem to understand why you need to cut those. People didn't ask question. They didn't do the research. They just feel like Trump is the right guy because of trying to get rid of DEI, trans people from things. Just if you feel that way, why not just ask yourself after getting rid of those, what happens next? Does like money come or just opportunity come right away after getting rid of DEI? And then school, the Department of Education, which remember his partner in crime, I forgot his name, the Indian guy, said that, hey, your country needs education because you need to be a nerd. You need to learn things or two. And some people said that in the comments said, why not let us study? And then some people say, hey, you're too late. That's why we're bringing all these immigrants from other countries who is smart. And we pay them less. And now people are angry. Back in January, this is December, January, I forgot. And then Trump calling a lot of American the R-tard, and people seem to forget. And then they're mad. Don't get me wrong, they're mad. But now, when asked on this like interview about stuff, I remember that they talk about like what is it? The avid Doge, like if there's some misinformation, Doge will reply on X. Wow, on your platform. Why not on the government official website? It should be on X, where he can do whatever he wants. Like the cesspool of like bigoted and racist people gather on X. You should get that information there. Just one of the craziest thing ever. Now let's talk about the interview about people asking about sending condoms to Gaza. Musk challenged by a reporter about the recent White House claim, which he has repeated that he had stopped 50 million or 40 million euros worth of condoms being sent to Gaza Strip. The reporter asked whether the condoms were actually due to be sent to Gaza province in Mozambique. Musk appeared to concede that could be the case and responded, I'm not sure we should be sending $50 million on condom anywhere. If he went to Mozambique instead of Gaza, I'm like, okay, that's not as bad, but still, why are we doing that? Several posts on X, yes, his platform, have highlighted a US commitment to fund an HIV prevention program in Gaza, Mozambique. Like, this is like trying to help awareness and trying to protect people. Why is it bad to do that? I know it's a lot of money, but at least helping is a good thing. Morally, US government records show that an American funded scheme for Gaza, Mozambique was awarded 83.5 million for prevention care, support, and treatment intervention within HIV and tuberculosis or I don't know facilities or and communities for program running until September 2026. BBC Verify contacted the aid agency that granted the funding, the Elizabeth Glazer Paid Pediatric AIDS Foundation, the EGPAF, who told us that no money has been used to pursue condoms. So you're saying that Musk like told a misinformation that the money is just due for condoms, to send condoms without any proof. Yeah, that's basically it, huh? Just tell a bunch of lies. Uh, take over. Yeah, okay. The U.S. State Department told us to $50 million donation due to be sent to Gaza Strip the International Medical Corps had been stopped, which it claimed included contraceptives such as condoms. But responding to the claims, the charity said it wasn't aware of any future US funding for condoms or any other contraceptives for Gaza. They also said none of the funds they received from US government since October 2023 had been used to procure or distribute condoms within Gaza Strip. Just a bunch of lies told without any backing, and then we have to accept it. It's just kind of sad and then kind of irritating to see how a billionaire just spread lies and then in the line to their teeth without any backing or evidence. You could show a picture or anything, but he didn't. So yeah. Uh, but let's see. There's any? Oh yeah, social security payment, and then remember that Spain want to cut social security and then trying to get like any information for Doge. And then I remember the XPay, so basically trying to combine uh just you use your money on XPays. Every transaction use XPays. Do you know what it is? It's like China. China did that with WeChat. WeChat is the platform. But I remember this like back in 2022, 23, or the early 2024 that before President Joe Biden's term end, feels like he told us that hey, I want to combine this and then PayPal and everything becoming one app. This is China. China did that with WeChat. Basically, if we doing that, basically we don't have any leisure to anything. I don't know what happened if the hack happened because there's no backup for if we put everything on X space, quote unquote. If hack happened or anything bad happened, there's no backup and you're screwed. And if things get resolved, who you ask for help? Do you get your money back or just I don't know. So with this, it's just China doing a China way, and everything from this in cutting every government. Yes, I think I want to clarify that the government should explain what are these agencies do to make sure that hey, these agencies is for this and that, and this agency is for this and that. Every agency should do that, but I don't know if they explain it to the media or anything. But with how Musk or Doge, his watchdog, just killing off this agency left and right without explaining why you kill this, why you kill this, and nobody raised a concern, that means you either didn't learn anything or just you just accept it and then you find out later because like a couple days ago about the farmer who is a pro-Trump. His farm 8, I think, I don't remember what is it, got cut, and then he had to ask for help and ask Trump to do something to make sure that his farm didn't get closed or just because that 8 from government agency that help farmers across America to compete against a big company to help the economy in just agriculture way, make sure that they can compete with big company like Walmart or any other company, but you didn't learn and you didn't do your research, and you're trusting a billionaires. Remember, you chose this person, Trump, as your president, and then a billionaire backing. So all this with drill baby drill, and then Trump trying to quote unquote just trying to make peace with Russia and Ukraine by letting go a hacker, I think, a Russian hacker, a Russian hacker, a kingpin. I forgot. He's a kingpin for a teacher, which is admirable. But remember that trait that Joe Biden did, a killer, and for a woman's a basketball player, that's a bad trait. But it's a killer. If I'm being honest, this is hacker. So basically, you make sure that hacker could work for Russian trying to, I don't know, steal your information, getting a lot of things from America for a teacher. That's a absolutely bad trade. Like a Luka trade. Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. That's a freaking bad trade, buddy. That's more worse than that women's basketball player. So yeah, stop. If I'm being honest, stop idolizing. If you could say that you stop, yeah, people that stop idolizing a musician or actor or artist, you should stop idolizing a billionaire because the billionaire didn't care about you from top to bottom. And then with the rising price of uh, eggs or just generally food and everything, you have to wonder, is it a good idea? And then there's some like Trump supporter who are immigrant chose Trump because it makes sure that Latinos or any immigrant will get safe. Of course not, you dummy. But back to Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a liar and a hack. Doesn't care about you trying to do something bigger than Trump. His mission is more bigger than Trump. You could buy your Tesla Cybertruck, do whatever you want with it, but if you had the balls and learn, do research, you probably hate this guy. And again, this guy trying to make sure that banks can increase the rate or something. I don't know what is it called. I forgot what it called. And you just said, yeah, that's cool, without thinking that working class is going to, and you don't think about the bank's gonna, because that I forgot the agencies that was supposed to make sure bank didn't do BS and didn't do make sure that the banks government make sure that the banks didn't do BS to the consumer, but you let it happen anyway. You should say, okay, cut that agency. You making sure that bank can do scam to you. So yeah, with this, with increase to a military, and then I forgot which audit, and I think it's defense, agency of defense, or I don't know, military defense, which failed to audit a couple of times. It's just so many clown foolery, a buffoonery. We are in the find out phase, slowly. But as an Indonesian, as an outsider, all I could say, good luck again, once again, because I don't know. what you're thinking. Indonesia faced this similar problem too, but hopefully you could do something about it because we're in a dying age of letting billionaires do whatever the fuck they want. The only thing you can do is just sit there and watch, or you could do something. Just call your senator or just congresswoman man who was in charge right now. They can make a change because probably most of them probably hate Trump, but they don't have the balls to say it because you know they probably not getting uh, picked again or re-elected again. So yeah, I think that's it. I just want to say it. That's it. Enjoy what you have. You have to work hard and stop trusting billionaires. For God's sake, put trust on God, real God, Jesus Christ, not on billionaires. Billionaires won't do shit for you, buddy. And people like Trump, whose his purpose in life is trying to be patriotic, but toxic patriot. I say this man as a toxic patriot who claims to be patriot but listen to enemies. Because look at what he did with Russia. He hates China, but in the end, his products from China. His Bible is from China. He can give tariffs to whatever he wants, but he's gonna look for the consequences. But who cares, right? Billionaires, oligarchs, or the robber barons will rule the world. You have to accept that. So yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it as it is. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.